Question: if all the banks know and have dinars, when they exchange, will there be anybody to serve us? Yes, and that's a good point. The upper echelon of the banks, even they are just finding out. But no bank officer is allowed to buy dinars. Calls to accelerate 2025 budget and boost non-oil revenues. The Central Bank of Iraq decides to reduce interest to 5.5% in order to support economic growth. Quote, the Central Bank of Iraq decided to reduce the interest rate from 7.5% to 5.5%, after the inflation rate decreased in Iraq. Nader talked about that on Tuesday. The IQD popped up at 0.1094. We are starting to see those fluctuations regularly on Forex etc. To give you an idea of what he saw. Your 1 million IQD would have gone from about $800 to about $14,000 just like that. This is enormous, but nothing compared to what we hope and expect, but it is clear they are testing and priming that system. Iraq without a doubt is trudging forward, but now here we go. Election season coming up. We really have to cross our fingers and see what happens, because the people that get in office really do make a huge difference on what's going to happen in the future. The dinar on Forex, went from 1320 to 745 for every dollar, so that's 54% increase in value. Woo! Man, that's really good. It's not where everybody wants to be, but still a nice jump in value. It's looking good. I really think it's looking good. I just try to keep people grounded. There is weird activity. Nobody really knows what it means, but that is one hell of a jump, a 54% increase in value. I don't know what's going on. It is exciting because this is right on the heels of the information that they're lifting restrictions on foreign exchange in Iraq, and then all of a sudden this happens. This is like one day apart, all of a sudden next day there's a spike. Could be something, could be nothing, everybody knows it's close. It's hard not to get excited. The private contractors have seen their letters of confirmation that they will get paid this coming week. That is 1,000,000% confirmed. The biggest news is that the biggest whale in the RV got paid and went home to start the process to help humanity. He is a good friend of mine, and when that news came through, I started crying. I also will be jumping in with them to help with their humanitarian projects. I will be flying out soon, but cannot tell you where. When I get the green light, you will not hear from me again, but the opera, RV, will come before that happens. Why is the US dollar exchange rate fluctuating? Central Bank advisor says most traders who obtain the US dollar at the official price from the central bank, they sell their goods at the black market price, as well as the lack of global correspondent banks. The black market becomes part of the issue. The black market harms the economy. The fact that we now have security and stability is so extremely exciting. The Iraqi citizens don't have their cancer anymore. We've seen rates on the dinar, on Forex, which is a very good rate, just a hair under 20, that is going to be the bank screen, front screen rate, so the redemption center rate should be higher than that. And I told you guys they are supposed to offer us the contract rate on dinar at the redemption center, and that's going to end up being over 5 times what it is on the bank screens. MP, Member of Parliament, it is not possible to pass the 2025 budget without sending the final accounts from the last 2 years. This is a big one. Along with the HCL, it looks like we will soon be getting the revaluation we are looking for. Monday night, Tuesday morning, I was in bed and I received a phone call around 2 o'clock in the morning over here in the States. They go like, "Hey Nader, you go on Forex and watch what's happening in Forex." I go to Forex and I see this spike. Boom. Big spike. This first time since 20 years I see it. I look at it and it's missing 1 0. Instead of 3 zeros is only 2 zeros. I'm there looking at it. I'm not believing myself what I'm seeing, and I see it going down to, back to 0.00076, for me they bring to do it. They're testing it. They testing it late night or early morning over there just to see how it's going to work out. If you go to Google, type in Iraqi dinar exchange rate. Click 5D, last 5 days view. If you go there you see it lost its 0 and it's 0.0014 instead of 0.0076. The 2024 BRICS summit is happening in Russia right now. The news coming out of the summit is that there doesn't look like that there's going to be a currency developed by the BRICS organization. The Prime Minister's advisor for financial affairs, Mazar Mohammed Salih, determined Friday the expected total spending size, the hypothetical deficit, and the price of a barrel in the 2025 budget. Salih said, next year's budget 2025 will not deviate from the constants approved in the Federal General Budget Law No. 13 of 2023, the three-year budget, submitted by the government and approved by the House of Representatives for the years 2023 to 2024-2025, especially in the principles and objectives consistent with the government program.